Hello you guys, and welcome to the second video in the Autumn Bliss series. So just a little things I want to kind of talk about before we jump into the next project is, I wanted to talk about the wand that we made yesterday. I ended up reinforcing mine with a dowel stick, and let me get one for you and I'll show you. So these are just a simple wooden dowel stick I picked up at Hobby Lobby, I believe it is, and it literally fit perfectly in the straw. And then with the excess that I had left over, I just took my scissors and cut it. So it really stabilizes that straw. And if you read the comments in on YouTube below, Very Crafty, she also talked about putting toilet paper roll, I think, in here. Double check her comment, but she had a suggestion to making it a little bit sturdier too. So that way, I know straws are cardboard, so they can, I wanted to make sure that they were going to be able to hold the weight of your beautiful wand. So anyway, that's one of the little things I wanted to talk about. And then the other little thing I wanted to talk about is making the little sheet here little. And this is the actual itinerary for the Autumn Bliss series. And then if you're just now joining us, we also did like some little lists earlier this month, so it's also located on yesterday's blog post. But today's blog post, I will include both of them marked, cut down, size down to fit into my TN. I am using a standard TN for this project, so just kind of keep that in mind, that I wanted to have something that I could easily fix in here. I printed it on sticker paper and plan on adding it to my journal. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is today's prompt is create an autumn vibe page in your journal using magazine cutouts, stickers, ephemera, and pretty paper. So that is what we're going to do today. And I know we've been filling our journals with all sorts of autumn vibes, but today I'm going to be using all the things. So instead of me kind of walking through the process, I'm going to do a voiceover. So I'm going to speed this process up, so that way you guys, and I'm just going to do a voiceover because I feel like I'm going to be grabbing and pulling things and all the things, and so I don't want to create a lot of space, but have time where you guys can look at it and definitely play along, journal, anything goes. I am doing anything, literally, you guys. I can't wait to show you, excuse me, my page, and I'm going to be using this spread. So this is actually, if you're wondering what the heck this is, and it's kind of loose because I did I bound my journal this way instead of, doing the staple. I'm going to be actually gluing these down to here. This is the center of my journal. But this was part of like creating a junk journal, and I believe I talk about it when I do the cover for this journal. So anyway, I'm going to actually be gluing this down and creating a spread on this page using all the things. All right, you guys, looking forward to it, and so here we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start doing our autumn vibes page. And so I'm just kind of setting down the pages, and I'm actually going to be trying to use everything that I talked about in the introduction, which is magazines, cutouts, stickers, I have a napkin that I'm going to be using, and just some different elements that way you get all of the autumn feels. So I kind of already went through my stash. Like I said, my magazines, as I mentioned, I believe in the last, I don't remember what class we did. Sorry, but I am still a hot mess in my magazine department. But I was able to flip through some magazines and find these awesome, beautiful images. Especially like I don't know if you're familiar with Gooseberry. I'm sure you are. They've been around for years, but basically this was an advertisement page. And look at those pies. Are those just not wonderfully perfect little pies? And so I thought they would go perfectly on this page. So anyway, so I'm just going to kind of go through here, and like I said, I have a stack of things that I want to use, and and play around with on this page. I'm going to make this into a collage page, so it's going to have it's just going to be autumn vibes through and through. So, um, and it's interesting here because I live in Texas and it feels like it's 102 outside is what the weather says because it's miserably hot today and it's been humid over the weekend. And so, yeah, I need all the autumn vibes I can get. Turn down the air conditioning, put on a sweater. You know, we probably won't start feeling really cooler temps until the end of the month, and even then it's iffy. But October should start feeling the coolness of the season. So I just love this picture here. It's of a sidewalk. It has leaves on it. It has corn stalks displayed. I have no idea where it's at, but it sure is a cute little downtown picture. And so I just kind of cut it in half so I can fit it onto the page. And then I also wanted to include this. I believe it has a bread spread next to it. I did not read the article, but I think she made a coat into the bedspread into like a shawl coat type deal. I don't know if it's just showing an example. I have no idea. So, but I just love that material, and I would personally love to own one of those. But with autumn, with me, we do have candy, and it's trick or treat season almost. Now, what I've decided kind of to do is for this month, I'm doing all autumn themed, not really touching too much into the Halloween element yet. I figured I would probably do a lot of that in probably closer to the end of this month and throughout the October. I haven't been able to play along with any of Mindy Lacefield's art prompts, but I definitely have that on my that's what I want to do throughout the month of October is just get caught up in that and just kind of do a lot of creating with her class and things like that. So that's the plan here. And then also I'm trying to cook supper here. Sorry for the beeping. But I'm trying to also create um, I have this magazine article that they did all colorful art pieces. I mean, all colorful for they did all the different like colorful pumpkins, like rainbow color pumpkins, but not necessarily like the primary color rainbow. They did more like the teal, the yellows, you can see right there. And I just love that. In fact, it was really inspiring because I really wanted to add basically some pinks into my autumn decorations. So I really try to touch on that in here because that is my autumn vibes, is to also have that look to my decorations at home and then also in my journals and stuff like that. But as we get to the end of the page, you'll see that it's kind of it's more of the traditional autumn colors, which I am perfectly fine with that because it gives me all the wonderful feels. I love the oranges, yellows, reds, everything. So that one piece right there that I'm playing with that I just added is actually from Teresa. I went to Crafty Destinations retreat that Little Craft Place put on, and Teresa, which she's also a crafting cutie. If you don't know anything about the cuties, it's a club there on Facebook that you can join for $10 a month. And anyway, it's really fun. It's very hands-on. They have lots of different activities and printouts, and Kelly Bangs does all the art for that. And so anyway, it's just kind of it's just really fun. So anyway, I met up with her and she gave me a little autumnal napkin, and so I used it here. But I'm pulling out my Canon to make copies. As you can see, I just am messing around with my phone there. There's actually a couple of sites. Well, there's several. Oh my goodness. Instagram is just full of so many pretty images for fall. And so I think it's Penelope. I can't think. I will look it up and leave it down below. But I went on to her. She does a lot of like different images and things like that. And so
Actually, I think this is somebody else. There's so many out there. But I will definitely make sure I tag them where I printed those pictures out because I really wanted to have coffee as part of my um, definitely part of my autumn vibes because I just love getting my pumpkin spice lattes and I love to have a cup of coffee and all my special autumn coffee mugs this time of the year. So it's definitely part of something that gives me all the vibes. So I wanted, and these two particular pictures were just beautiful. And so I will leave where I found them on Instagram so you can go and follow them too and be inspired because they have just beautiful pictures. And of course, I had to have a little black cat down there. It's just perfect. But one thing about this collage page that I really enjoy doing is I used a lot of my stash. So I have just tons. And you know, that's the thing with this time of the year is that it is my favorite time, of course. I've already talked about that, but you know, I have all this stuff and all this like ephemera and washi and things like that that I want to use, you know. And so this little collage page was perfect. In fact, I'm thinking about this is my little autumnal collage page, but I almost thought about doing another one because it's so fun to put together with all the layers and images and things like that. So I thought about doing one in my regular daily creative journal just because I love it so much. It was so fun. It's fun to put together and just add the layers and images and things. So anyway, um with that being said, I'm just trying to like make sure I get everything down because working in a traveler's notebook when I'm not used to really working in this size, I have a tendency to run out of space. You know, I'm used to working in a bigger bigger, because I use a altered composition book if you're not familiar with the journaling that I typically use. Um, so yeah, so I'm used to kind of almost dealing with half of this, double the size, and when I'm journaling. Um, so yeah, so one of the things that when I do cut out, I have these white edges, and so I'm just daubing some ink on the edges, on those edges, so that it doesn't look so white around those spaces that around those images. But in the end, you'll see here in just a minute, I do add a bunch of stickers on the page, and I'll show you why I did that in just a moment. Yeah, I'm fighting with this sticker paper. But I love using sticker paper when I print out images and things like that. So, but anyway, I really ended up basically having more of the white spaces because I use these one stickers, which I'll tell you why I'm really trying to use up those stickers, use up the stickers. But anyway, so yeah, going back to using a smaller journal. I know I went back and forth on this. I also just uploaded a video today. Well, I'm about to upload it after this video. Um, I know, two videos in a day. It's amazing. But because I had to switch into a new journal, and I'm trying to do a little step by step of what journals I use, and I've been going back and forth over what to use in this next following year. But again, after working in this TN, I just love the size of the composition book. So I don't see myself changing for 2022 because I love that size so much because it really gives you space to be creative. Okay, so here's that sticker sheet I was telling you about. So I have several, I love these large sticker sheets that come in like the Echo Park Paper Company packs. I mean, they just have a ton of stickers. And so I have a lot of I have a lot of these big 12 by 12 sticker sheets that have like this is my particular sticker. This is my little pumpkin patch girl that I'm adding onto my image, to my collage there. But going back to the sticker sheet, I have a lot of those that I have like 10 little teeny tiny stickers left on them, but they're still cute little 10 teeny tiny stickers. And so I thought those make perfect little um, ways to use it up on these collage pages. So, and you'll see towards the end, I just start going. As Gina with the Rebook Read says, I had a sticker sneeze, and I never heard that before. But over this last her videos that she did over the summer, she made a comment about it, and I was like, I've never heard of that before, but okay, yeah, that makes sense where you put stickers everywhere. So any of us that love stickers, which I know a lot of us do, we do not mind a sticker sneeze. So yeah, so again, I'm using, this is, okay, so I've been hoarding this. It was Simple Stories. I had a kit last year. If you're not familiar, I put out a monthly kit every year, every month. But this one was last year's. It was the Simply Stories. I love all the ephemera, and they had a lot of the pink in there. It was an autumn one, and so I've been hoarding these die cuts. I mean, I know since last year, but last year I didn't want to use them because I was like, I absolutely love these. Well, I'm making myself use things that I love. So I have these up front here ready for me to put um, in my journal. So see that little pie, isn't it cute? It's a little pie piece and it's pink. Oh, adorable. And so yeah, so I'm making myself use up the ephemera and using up all my stash because it's this is probably another subject because we're talking about autumn bliss here, not messiness. But as I was trying to organize my room the other day, it almost got overwhelming because of all the little bits and pieces of papers and things that I love so much, and I want to use it all, but um, I don't really use it all, and so I'm really trying to use it all right now and everything. And so, like I said, these collage pages are perfect for that because you get to really, really play around and just add layers and layers of goodness, and it tells a story there. So yeah. So and this little owl, isn't it adorable? It came in a Happy Mail from Marquetta up in New York, and so. Uh, yeah, it's I love it. She makes the best Happy Meal. So yeah, I was excited to get that from her, and it was perfect little owl there for a cutie cute page. But now I'm just looking for the word vibes because we're going to add vibes under autumn because that is our page there, and so I'm just checking out, trying to find either lettering or the word vibes because this particular sticker books came off of Amazon, and they're very like almost kind of got like a young 80s vibe, real bright colors, fluorescence. But yeah, see, I found one. I knew it would have the word vibes in there somewhere. I think I've seen it before, but I definitely wanted to add that um, to my page. And I was looking for letters too. I didn't, I just wanted to make sure I definitely put the word autumn vibes onto my page. And actually adding that one that's not so, that it's a little bit different color works out perfectly. So here I go with see those little stickers? They're all little leaves and they're so cute. And so here I go with my sticker sneeze, so to speak. And I'm just gonna, at first I was like, okay, I could just finish it up right here, but I go crazy. You'll see that I keep adding all the little fun stickers everywhere, and filling the page up with all the stickers. And that little squirrel right there was so cute. I just had to add that to my little page, leaping over the pie. So yeah, so it's just me at this point, just trying to use up my stash and making sure that oops, okay, that I add all the things. Sorry, I'm moving around here as I'm over as I'm doing my voiceover. I'm cooking, like I said, I mentioned I'm cooking supper, so I was like had to go over there and stir. We're having squash tonight and uh, rice and pork chops. So I had to go make sure that I'm not burning anything. But anybody that knows in my cooking, I'm not a cook. I burn everything because I'm too busy having fun making my journal, so I don't have time to cook supper. No, that's funny. But okay, so one of the things that I also did throughout this journal is I really wanted to make sure that I add the date on all the pages because I know that there's times that I look back, especially since I went through this kind of like looking through my journals and things like that, and I used to be really good about dating things, and then sometimes I didn't. So I really am making sure that, especially in this journal here, that I'm making sure that I put my dates on there because I know that adding all the lovely things to your pages, you can kind of like forget to do that. So I love my little date stamp. I've had it for a while. In fact, I think either I think this may be the last, no, 2022 is the last year that I'll be able to use it. So I'll definitely have to be doing that. Do y'all use a date stamp? I mean, do y'all love those, or is that something? It's something that's carried on since Project Life Days. So I've been doing it for a while. I don't always use it, but when I do, I seems like when I'm in a TN, I have a tendency to use it a little bit more. So yeah, so I'm just going to add the date there, and then I'm going to call it a wrap. Oh yeah, I had to look and see what date it was. Like now, what is today? Um, so yeah, which those have those on there as well. So the date will be throughout this whole entire journal, but it's just always nice to add it to the page when you have it completed. So, well, all right, you guys. Well, thanks for watching. Now, tomorrow we're going to have a special guest, Suus from Suus Creative on Instagram. So she's going to be doing a doodling page for us. So I am really looking forward to it.